U.S. Senator Bob Casey in the Mid-State today, highlighting a grant for security upgrades at Harrisburg International Airport. And while doing so, he also discussed topics state taxpayers want answers to as well. Kayla Schmidt joining us now with this story. Kayla.
Yes, Valerie, the $5.5 million grant will go toward the airport's baggage screening system, upgrading the way it detects firearms and hazardous materials. Casey also fielded questions about other big issues, including his fellow Pennsylvania senator. $5.5 million to Harrisburg International Airport for baggage screening upgrades.
It's a components that physically control how the system functions, and it will, by upgrading that, it'll keep us prepared for many years to come because the current components are becoming obsolete.
It's coming from the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and brought U.S. Senator Bob Casey home to PA to show it off.
Be able to see it up close, to see the motor that makes the system run, to see the technology up close, you can see why.
The project is a huge takeoff for the airport, bringing it up to date with cutting-edge technology.
We're on the obsolete list. We bought what we could, but you can't get them anymore, and our stock is running low.
Well, thanks very much, everybody. We're grateful to be here today.
Meantime, Senator Casey brought us up to date, hitting on key topics, including the Norfolk Southern derailment.
So I think we have to make sure that in the short run, we continue to hold Norfolk Southern accountable.
He says the way to do that,
Senator Fetterman and I and others have introduced a bill that will be about safety, about much tougher inspections, and about much heavier fines.
And what about Senator John Fetterman, who was recovering from a stroke and being treated in the hospital for depression? Some PA taxpayers have called on him to step down.
I don't agree, and I think that's mostly coming from political hitmen.
Casey says he has not spoken to Fetterman directly, but believes his fellow Democrat is working for PA while also working on his health.
The good news for taxpayers is that he has been working throughout this, meaning working through his staff, being able to respond to questions his staff might have, respond to co-sponsoring legislation like the Railway Safety Act.
And to Casey's own health, 1 month after surgery for prostate cancer, he says he's both healthy and grateful, but not yet ready to talk about running for re-election in 2024.
Well, we'll get to that another day. I'll be talking about that later.
And we're told the HIA project will take about 1.5 years to complete, and that would be right around the time of next year's general election. Live in studio, Kayla Schmidt, ABC 27 News.